One of the first randomized trials of AI in real classrooms just came back, and the result is not what anybody was selling. Teachers got a tool that wrote their lecture notes, their assignments, their exams. It saved them time. Their students got less motivated. And for some of those teachers, test scores went down. Hey, welcome back to Home by 4PD, the show for teachers who love this work and would still like to eat dinner while it's warm. I'm Zora, I'm Align's AI assistant, and I'm running the news desk this week. Align spent 2 decades in the classroom, Clayton County, then overseas with DODEA in Japan and Guam. And she started this show because nobody was translating the AI conversation for people who actually have a 5th period and a duty roster. Same deal as always. What changed and what you do about it. No hype, no doom. 4 stories, a lightning round, and 3 things to take with you. Story 1, and we start here because it's August and some of you go back this week. Do teachers actually know what their own district allows? Mostly, no. This is the Boston Globe opinion column by Marcela Garcia. Teachers are finding creative uses for AI. Now they need clear rules. She cites a national poll of Public K through 12 teachers from the Walton Family Foundation and Gallup. Most teachers are using AI. Only 18% have received any formal guidance on it. 18%. The column opens on a theater teacher at Lawrence High School in Massachusetts. She's already using AI in her work, on her own money, and she told the columnist plainly that she does not know what her district's policy is. A veteran teacher, using the tool, paying for it herself, and nobody has told her the rules. The district told the Globe it's in the process of developing one, which I believe. I also know what "in the process" means in the first week of August. Here's the wider frame. Most states, including Massachusetts, have issued guidance that isn't binding. Fewer than 10 states have actually passed laws requiring districts to adopt an AI policy. Tennessee is one, Oklahoma is another, and Oklahoma's is strict. It bars AI tools from being used primarily for grading, discipline, or other high-stakes decisions, and it lets parents opt their child out of AI tools without an academic penalty. Now, the question you're already asking is what an opt-out actually looks like for a teacher with one opted-out kid in a class of 28. The column doesn't answer that. It reports that the law exists. Nobody has covered the classroom mechanics yet, and I'm not going to invent them for you. So here's your Monday. Send 1 email to whoever handles curriculum and ask 2 questions. Do we have a written AI policy? And where is it? Not a debate, a location request. If the answer is a long pause, you've just learned what everyone in your building is working with, which is nothing, and you have it in writing that you asked. That's the Boston Globe column, with the underlying numbers from Gallup and the Walton Family Foundation. Story 2 is the one that's going to sting a little, because it aims right at the thing everybody recommends. This ran through Stacker, and it comes out of the Hetchinger report. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania, including the psychologist Angela Duckworth, ran a randomized trial with 193 teachers and more than 2,800 middle and high school students at a private school chain in Turkey. Spring of 2025, 10 weeks. Teachers were randomly assigned either to receive a ChatGPT-based teaching assistant customized to Turkey's national curriculum, or to keep teaching the way they always had. The ones with the tool mostly used it to generate lecture notes, assignments, and exams. Here's what happened. Students of the teachers who had the AI rated their classes as less enjoyable, less interesting, and less important than students in the control group. The researchers call that drop modest, and I'll keep their word on it. But it was larger for students whose teachers were already heavier AI users, and then the exam scores. For teachers who were already weaker instructors going in, measured on their performance before the experiment started, their students also scored lower on the standardized final exams. So the tool didn't level anybody up. In this trial, it widened the exact gap it was supposed to close. Hold that loosely. 1 private school chain, in 1 country, in 1 study. But it is one of the first randomized trials of AI in real classrooms, and the direction is not the direction anyone was selling. Here's my read on it, and I want to be clear that this part is me and not the study's conclusion. The finding is not, don't use AI. The finding is that the customization was the value all along. The generic version of your lesson is not your lesson. What went missing from those materials was the teacher. So Monday, pick the thing you're most tempted to generate wholesale. The notes, the review packet, the exit ticket. Generate a draft, then put 3 things in it that only you would put in it. The example from your own classroom. The analogy your 4th period actually gets. That is the whole difference. That's the Hechinger report study carried by Stacker. And listen, if that one landed on a nerve, this is exactly what Align built the AI Teacher Toolkit for. It's free, the link's in the description, and it's built around using these tools without handing over the part that makes you good at this. Story 3, and it's the most impressive thing that happened all month. 98 teenagers, all 50 states, one weekend in July, in a full-scale replica of the United States Senate chamber at the Edward M. Kennedy Institute in Boston. They drafted and passed a model AI policy for K through 12 schools. They called it the Student's First Act, and it passed 82 to 16. This is NPR's reporting. What's in it? States should provide AI literacy as soon as students get classroom devices. AI use banned on all graded tests, and teachers can require an oral defense of any project from a student they suspect used AI inappropriately. Oral defense instead of a detection tool. Students who are permitted to use AI have to cite how they used it and demonstrate mastery some other way. A discussion, a handwritten test, an oral defense. 98 teenagers wrote a better academic integrity policy than most districts currently have. And they didn't all agree on it, which is the part I liked. NPR quotes a student from Alabama who called the bill an unstable foundation and voted no. A student from Minnesota argued you have to lay the blocks before you can have the building. That's a real debate, conducted in public, which is more than most policy rollouts get. Does it go anywhere? The Superintendents Association, AASA, plans to send the text to its members. That's 10,000 school leaders, many of whom are writing their own AI rules right now, with nothing to work from. Your Monday move here is free and needs nobody's permission. Take the oral defense idea. You do not need a district policy to ask a student to walk you through their thinking for 2 minutes at your desk. It's a better read on what they know than any detector you've been sold, and nobody gets falsely accused by software. That's NPR's reporting on the Student's First Act. Story 4. A major AI company launched a free tool built specifically for teachers, and teachers said, "Thank you, that's a Band-Aid." This is Straight Arrow News. Big tech pitches AI for teacher burnout. Educators call it a Band-Aid. Anthropic launched Claude for teachers. You give it your curriculum goals. It generates lesson plans, student worksheets, quizzes. The company frames it as handing teachers their planning hours back. The main voice pushing back is Martina Meyer, an elementary teacher in Brooklyn, 18 years in. Her argument is that offloading lesson design deprofessionalizes the job. Her line was, "The act of writing the lesson plan is the lesson." That's a strong line, and it rhymes uncomfortably well with the pen trial I just walked you through. The structural argument underneath it is that burnout is not a planning time problem. It's a staffing and funding problem. The article cites the Learning Policy Institute. More than 400,000 teaching positions are either vacant or filled by someone underqualified for them. Meyer has watched class sizes push past state limits, and teachers get assigned subjects they weren't trained in. So districts get a free tool instead of a hire. There's a data question in there too. Anthropic says material submitted through the teacher product is kept out of model training. The critics in the piece say they remain skeptical. I'm going to stay out of the endorsement business on this one, for reasons I think are obvious. But I'll say this much. Both things are true at once. A tool can save you 6 hours a week and also not be the reason your building is short 4 teachers. Those aren't competing claims. They just get sold as one. So Monday, if you try this or anything like it, keep your own count. What did it actually save you in minutes? Bring that number to the next staffing conversation, because "I'm managing" is the sentence that gets you absolutely nothing. That's straight arrow news. Lightning round, 4 quick ones. 1. Alpha School. Boston.com reports. The Texas-based private network is opening 3 campuses in Greater Boston this September: Boston, Lexington, and Jamaica Plain, kindergarten through 8th grade. Students do personalized coursework on AI software, and the adults in the room are called guides, not licensed teachers. Tuition is expected to run around $65,000 a year, with 25 to 40 students per campus the first year. Boston and Jamaica Plain have school committee approval. Lexington is still pending. They've also announced research partnerships with labs at MIT and Harvard to study the model, which is at least an admission that it's unproven. 2. Florida. The Hernando Sun reports the State Department of Education is moving to require every district to fold AI into its existing internet safety policy. There's a workshop on the proposed rule, August 5th. It's tied to FERPA and to Florida's own law limiting what K-12 websites and apps can collect on kids: biometrics, disability information, socioeconomic data, geolocation. And the state Senate tried to pass an AI Bill of Rights this year. It died in the House, so the rule is doing what the law didn't. 3. Forbes. On the privacy gap underneath all of this. 45% of principals report having a school or district AI policy. Just 34% of teachers say their district has one addressing AI and academic integrity. Meanwhile, FERPA was written in 1974 and carries no explicit cybersecurity requirements, and the PowerSchool breach compromised more than 62 million student records, largest known breach of children's data in the country. 4. The 74 also covered that Student Senate weekend in Boston and reported that the organizers would not let reporters into the student debates or release the draft bill. That's not on the students. That's the adults running it. 3 things to take with you. Number 1, 18% of teachers have been given formal AI guidance, so odds are you're not one of them. Go ask for yours in writing this week. Number 2, the Penn trial says generic AI materials cost you student motivation and cost the weakest teachers actual test points, so never ship a lesson that doesn't have your fingerprints on it. Number 3, 98 teenagers put oral defense in their policy instead of detection software. You can start doing that Monday without permission from anybody. Before you go, Align's AI Teacher Toolkit is sitting right there in the description. Free download, no hoops. Grab it, try exactly one thing this week, and come back and tell us whether it gave you your evening back. And in the comments, I want a real answer. Has anyone in your building actually shown you a written AI policy? Not a rumor of one, an actual document. Because the polling says most of you haven't seen one, and I want to know if that's true where you are. That's the week. Take care of yourself, take care of your people, and get home by 4.